You ever feel like the childlike wonder of opening packs full of random cards and sticking your favorites into a deck has been sucked out of the game? Decks today are all about optimizing hand trap ratios and playing the most optimal strategies possible, but where's the fun in that? In this series, we're trying to get to the highest rank in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, Master 1, by only opening Master Packs after every single win. But since we have already reached Diamond, we have entered Master Mode. Now we take 2 Master Packs after every single win. Credit to Cimo and Hausman for inventing. Playing Master Duel Masochist makes me feel like I'm playing a totally new game. But do you know what else can make you feel like you're playing a totally new game?
Are you ready to take your Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel play experience to a new level? The Untapped GG Companion is here for you. Use the deck tracker to know exactly what cards you have in your deck, and to go over any cards you aren't familiar with yet by hovering over them. It instantly updates when you draw a card, and automatically hides if you check your extra deck or graveyard. This is the perfect tool to help you master a new deck. The Untapped GG Companion also lets you import decks directly into the game in seconds. Copy any YDK or YDKE deck string, create a new deck in-game, click the Start Auto Import button, and let us take the wheel. Once the duel is over, check your win rate on your personal stats page. Brag among your friends and share your decks so they can import them into the game too. Start your path to master today by downloading the Untapped GG Companion at ygom.untapped.gg.
Alright, what's up guys? We have a new episode today, and last episode, this deck was actually cooking, like it was doing really well. Also, to end the episode, we actually pulled, and this is sorted by, obtained first, we actually pulled a Dark Hole Dragon, which is crazy because the whole deck was based around Dark Hole Dragon. There's a card we pulled it to. It searches Dark Hole, it can't be destroyed by card effects, summons itself for free. Like, it has a bunch of cool effects. We never were able to pull Dark Hole, but we've now managed to pull 3 Dark Hole Dragons. And Galactic Spiral, a Duelorama who invented this deck, actually told me to play Galactic Spiral Dragon. There it is. Told me to play Galactic Spiral Dragon. We actually have 3 of them, but we're only going to play 1. And then also last episode, we pulled something else that was actually kind of decent. We pulled a Trap Hole that actually sounds pretty good, which is the Banishing Trap Hole. We're also going to try this card. We're going to put these 2 in. I don't know what to really cut. I think I'm just going to increase it to 43 cards. I don't think that'll be the end of the world. It'll just make our bricks less bricky, I guess, because we'll be less likely to draw them. Phantasme is one that I was actually considering cutting because there's a lot of matchups where it just does nothing. But I'll leave the deck as is for now. We'll try this out the way that it is. We also have other decks that are like really good right now. When the season resets, I'll definitely make an insect deck. I don't know if we have the payoff. Like, the only payoff we have technically is the ultimate great insect. That's the only one. We don't have giant ballpark. I don't think we do. Let me double check. I don't think we have giant ballpark. If we do, I would be playing it, but we do not. Oh, I don't know why I just typed in giant. Whatever. Here's everything. Yeah, we don't have giant ballpark. We have giant ball game, but we don't have giant ballpark. I don't think so. Yeah, we don't have ball. That's crazy. That is a rare, and we do not have it. That is absurd. Yeah, we don't have giant ballpark. That would have been crazy in this kind of situation. I would love to play giant ballpark, but we do not have it. But yeah, this is a potential deck that we're gonna do. Counter Fairies got some new stuff that we opened. We opened this dude right here. We opened something to do with Fallen Sanctuary. Let me click related cards. We opened, oh yeah, this. We opened Divine Punishment, which this needs Sanctuary in the Sky on the field to be used, but technically this trap card can set it, which is kind of cool. So I guess that could be a potential thing. We got that. We have a lot of things to update in the next batch of decks. Diamond 2 also, crazy enough, also has an update because we have a lot more shark stuff. Like, we have the Buzzsaw Shark and the Surfacing Big Jaws and the Crystal Shark. We got all of that stuff. Also, the Banishing Trap Hole can just be played in here. It's just a generically good card. It's as good as like a Torrential Tribute. It's just generically good. And then also in this Dark Hole Dragon deck, are we playing? Yeah, we are playing the Torrential Tribute. Yeah, so this is the deck. This is the deck we're going to continue to play. It's been like doing very, very well for us, so we're going to continue to try and play it. Okay, we lost the coin flip, but our deck is extremely versatile, and as you can see there, we can go second. We have 3 cards that are good going second, and 1 card that is good against Fiendsmith, and then just big monster we summon for free. So right off the bat, this is already pretty good. They're going to send Fabled Lori. Yep, they're going to do all this. We've seen this a million times. I don't know how they always open Fiendsmith Tract, and then you check their list and they have 1. Like, they always open it. It's actually kind of crazy. So yep, they're this deep into the combo. I forget exactly where you interrupt it, but I'm sure I'll I'll remember when something's on the line here. Yep, Lacrima. They're going to send the other dude. Yep, Lacrima. They're going to activate the special summon, and we're just going to banish it. Yep, shuffle one other fiend into the special summon this card. Now we activate the Bestial Baldrake, and we'll target the Engraver, banishing him. We can summon our Bestial Baldrake. So this is why I do play Bestial Baldrake. I want to pull more Bestials, but we have Bestial Baldrake and we have Magnamut. And we also have Bestial. Yeah, you can do other stuff. You can equip that to that. Yeah, nothing. Not much I can do about that. Not much. This is all, by the way, without using a normal summon, so he can have more. Okay, never mind. Maybe he doesn't. So Lightning Storm right now is kind of dead, and so is my Kashtira, which kind of sucks for me, but it's fine. We'll work around it. We'll definitely work around it. We could special Hurricane here, destroying both of these, and then we can Lightning Storm. We can actually do that. But that might actually use up more cards than we want it to. But that would destroy my Bestial Baldrake in addition to his card. It'll destroy his card, my Bestial Baldrake, and I'll have to discard Tiamatron, but I'll be able to summon Ogre, reset the top of his deck, Lightning Storm his back row, and then have Azure to do it. I think that's actually the play. The other play is Tiamatron. No, set this card here. Tiamatron one of the rows. Attack with Tiamatron. Have this. Save Special Hurricane. Save Lightning Storm. Save this. But all of these are basically not used anyway. So I actually think we basically save these through, use these two. And then we have no idea what he's drawing. And the I think the alternative is better. I think we go Special Hurricane here. We Special Hurricane for sure. So we'll activate Special Hurricane, discarding the Tiamatron. That'll destroy both of our monsters. Yep, that destroys both of our monsters. Now we can activate Lightning Storm to wreck the back row, which is nice. Yep, that way we can get around Imperms and Call Buys and whatever else the hell they have. Yep, he's going to do this. That is not good. I'm going to shuffle back. Summon this out, and obviously this is very good. Super Poly, exactly. Super Poly with that. Kind of stuff you don't want to have to deal with. Yeah, we're going to summon out the Kashtira Ogre. This guy's quite annoying, of course. Summon another Lacrima. I mean, we could snipe now. Yeah, I guess we snipe now. We gotta hope they, yeah, we gotta hope we get something. I guess he goes first. He'll send his, and then we will be able to, yep, he's gonna do that. And then we'll cast your Ogre, 5 cards. Check the top Holos. He can draw that. I do not want him to draw, otherwise we lose. So now I know what he's actually playing. This actually sucks. This is actually a real problem, honestly. And we can activate this to search. It actually feels nice to be able to search with this too. That's fine. It's so great because we get to like bait Ash and we get to search. It's actually really nice. I don't know if we're gonna win this one. I know we're like technically even on card advantage, but obviously he's got the Fiendsmith package like going right now. He's drawing a Holos. I think the Azure Rune is pretty good. We're gonna put Chaining on. Go to end phase. I think Azure Rune is actually pretty. He's going to draw Holos. He's got just the stuff in his graveyard if he tries to do anything. We have, yeah, the Angel statue. Do I shotgun this? No, I don't think I shotgun this. No, I don't shotgun this. I wait for him to summon something, then I do it. Another Fiendsmith tract. They always have this shit. Another Fabled Lore. Oh no, this is the one he shuffled back. I mean, it's rough. We're dealing with a meta engine here. Right now, I don't want to summon anything. He's got Holos. Put Chaining on, but we'll activate Ogre first, and then after Ogre, we'll activate Azure Rune. Yep, we'll activate this. Yep, 5 cards. Yep. You can draw Imperm. I do not want him to get that Samsara Lotus. 3 Samsara Lotus. Yep, you can take that Samsara Lotus and banish it face down. Now from here, we'll go with the Azure Rune. Summon this out. And of course, he does have a lot of versatility in his plays. He can summon the Fiendsmith Requiem, which I can negate, but he can also just activate to summon this, and then he can send, which can send this or this. So he has a lot of, it depends on how he plays around it. He's definitely got a lot of versatile plays. I just wanted to check him on this Requiem summon. Yep, he's going to do exactly that. Unfortunately, this is not an inherent summon. That's a summon by an effect. Yeah, I could have saved the angel statue, but I don't know what that really would have accomplished. He definitely can win here. Okay, perfect. He's going to make a Requiem. And I am going to use this effect to negate it. So he shouldn't have done this. Tribute itself. He has... Yeah, actually, he kind of had to go into the Requiem here. Yep, he's going to do that, because Requiem could have just tributed regardless. He can target this to destroy this, destroy this. He should have summoned this in attack mode. He would have had a monster right now. Holos. He can go into, I don't know, SP Little Knight, I guess, would be pretty smart. SP Little Knight wouldn't be too bad. That'd be a half decent thing to do. Sequence, never mind. And I think from here we just kind of lose. There's not much that we can do here. Alright, he's going to make the Desiree. Alright, we'll take the 50. It depends on what we draw. We could top deck something that matters, but I mean, we'll have to see. This does negate cards. Gingerbread House. It technically is an out, but I mean, he has a negate. We'll activate it. This negates cards, but it doesn't destroy them until the end phase. He's going to negate this now, but I mean, it doesn't matter if you negate this, because it doesn't matter. It doesn't come into effect until the next turn, which is end phase, and standby phase it actually goes into effect. This engine is incredibly resilient. Obviously, Fiendsmith is very good, and it's very good for a reason. It's not good by accident. Yep, now we activate this effect. He can again negate, right? Negate effects of total link ratings until the end. Yeah, he can do this again. If this resolves, it destroys card, but at the same time, yeah, you can just negate it. Well, that sucks. This actually wasn't even a bad draw. If we had like a Kaiju plus this, there's a good chance we would have won, but we're just very low on card advantage. I don't think I actually played that out incorrectly. I think he just... It is what it is. It's Fiendsmith. Like, we don't have a lot of graveyard interruptions, so it's really rough for us. Because our hand wasn't bad. We just don't have the graveyard. I wish he would just attack me instead of flexing on us right now. He would just attack and not do all of this stuff right now. Alright, yep, he does actually just attack us. Wonderful. Alright, yeah, unfortunately that deck is just... I would rather play Fiendsmith than the Yubel stuff, but Fiendsmith is also difficult to play against. And we had a decent hand. It was just very... It was tough. They had a really good batch of cards, honestly. Maybe I could have played it differently. Maybe I should have saved those cards for later. I don't know. I guess there's no way to... Hindsight is always 20/20. Okay, we lost the coin flip. Not a huge deal with this deck. Hand's looking pretty decent. We have Phantasme, which I've considered taking out several times because sometimes I'll draw it and they aren't playing a link deck. As a matter of fact, I'd say most times we play Phantasme, they do not have a link deck, which may or may not be the case. We'll see if this is an engine or the Millennium deck. Honestly, though, if it's the Millennium deck, this is the Millennium deck, we have a Godarla, so that dude's getting Kaiju. It literally doesn't matter. So, yes, Phantasme is not going to be usable, but we have a Kaiju, so it's fine. It's fine. Now, where do you reveal these from? So this is fine, actually. This is totally fine. I'd love to read Millennium Ankh, but it vanished. Hand deck, face up on the field. Yep, sure. Cool. So they're going to set the Obliterate. That means this is the other trap card, but the other trap card requires Exodia to be in play. So, beautiful. Okay, we have Godarla, Chaos Hunter, Not too shabby. Okay, let's think this through extremely critically because we got to have things lined up. So first things first, we will special summon Darla. Yes, we'll summon it here. Yep, sure thing. Yep, we'll summon it right there. I should have probably destroyed this, but okay, whatever. Not the end of the world. We'll summon this dude right here. Perfect. We'll activate this to search. We know he probably doesn't have any. It could be an imperm, but you know, it is possible that it's an imperm. It is possible. Ash, okay. Again, this is really good Ash bait. Like, it's been really helping us a lot. What rank 4s do I have, by the way? Nope. What rank 4s do I have in this deck again? I forgot. Got... Yeah, we'll definitely do this because we have to reset the top of his deck. 5 cards. Okay, Soul Drain you can take. Lava Golem you can take. Raigeki. Oof, if I banish the head, pause, it's over. Like, it's gone. Yeah, the duel's over. If I banish the head face down, it's over. Like, you literally can't make any of the Exodia plays. Okay, so next, we activate this dude. Fuck, what do I have coming up next? Actually, yeah, so that gets destroyed. Damn, what was the reveal again? It was this, then this. That's perfect. Then this, and then this. Okay, that's perfect. And then we'll go normal summon here. We will overlay. Honestly, this guy's not looking too bad right now. Actually, no, it destroys a monster by battle. We'll go Time Thief, because Time Thief will be kind of good here, too. We'll go... Time Thief is, yeah, same amount of damage, so... We'll go Time Thief. We probably should have popped this column with this big dude in it, but it's fine. Go Battle Phase. We'll attack over this guy. Nope. Sure, that's fine. So that gets destroyed. We'll attack directly. What is he drawing? Let me check one last time. He's drawing a Soul Drain. Monsters that are banished or in the graveyard can't activate their effects. Who cares? Alright, main phase 2. We'll just go end phase here. We'll go end phase and then we'll take his Lava Golem so I don't have to deal with Lava Golem later. Which is good for me. And then this guy we're going to have to deal with. But the bigger part of his deck is kind of gone. He can't summon Exodia anymore. I banished it. I banished the head. Now if the head's gone, it's over. The cool other thing is that add one forbidden one monster from your deck to... Again, this is irrelevant. Like, totally irrelevant because... Again, you can't get to... It's limited to 1. Like, the head of Exodia is limited to 1, so there's nothing... You could add the right arm. Like, what is that going to do for you? Make link plays here, I guess. We get a trap card. That's actually better for us. That's great. That's actually better for us that he did that. This is going to place a monster. What does this do exactly? This can get him another Yugioh Temple, so there's no point to this. I was going to put this on top of his deck. There's actually no point. Because he can just do it again. I'll just deal with whatever boss monster he puts out. Yeah, he put that down, whatever. If he special summons this, then I can get rid of it. Okay, the Millennium Shield. This thing's a little annoying. Yeah, if he summons some big monster that's annoying, we can deal with it. But right now, we don't have to do anything. He's definitely playing the Silhouette White Rabbit because this thing's under here. Which I would actually still like to pull. That won't do anything. Again, that does not do anything. You don't have all the Exodia pieces. And you can't reveal a face down as far as I know. You cannot reveal a face down. Yep, so he's going to do this. Sure, reveal, summon. We're in a good situation here. Like, what is he going to do here? SP Little Knight. If he makes SP Little Knight, I can dodge with this. If this gets banished, not the end of the world. We can summon Phantasme, draw a card. Like, there's so much to do. He's going to get another Yugioh Temple. Or the first Yugioh Temple. No big deal. Yeah, you can make an SP Little Knight. Whatever. He's going to activate another Yugioh Temple. Whatever. Is it a soft once per turn or something? I don't think it is. Yep, once per turn. Yep, he can just... They turn into like Crystal Beast, basically. It's whatever. There's nothing there is really scary. This really changed his game plan. The second we banished that Exodia piece, the whole game changed. And there's really nothing better to banish than an Exodia piece off the top. And there's just nothing better. Yeah, he can make SP Little Knight and get rid of Ogre maybe. Like, he could do that. But then again, he can't even use the banish effect. Can't attack me. There's no point. Yeah, there's no point. Yep, he's going to make a link too. Silhouette White Rabbit, just as expected. I am definitely going to activate the Phantasme 100%. It's a free summon. It's a level 7. I'll take it. I'll summon the free Phantasme, draw a card, or 2 cards. X is +1. And I'll put this back for sure. I mean, this card's not really doing anything, but neither is the extra Cashier Ogre, so I'll put that back. So you summon 1 link, +1. It's cool. I can always just discard this. If he board wipes me or something, then I do what I have to do. Yeah, and again, he probably meant to get the Angel statue. Angel statue is underneath my Time Thief. So this guy actually got really unlucky. He gets as unlucky as we like foolishly sometimes get unlucky. Like, we banished his Exodia piece. We had a Kaiju. The Silhouette White Rabbit. The Angel statue got taken. Like, everything's kind of going wrong for him. I almost feel bad, but it's not my problem, so I don't feel bad. Alright, he's attacking my monster. I think his monster can't be destroyed by battle or something. Yeah, nothing happens. And my opponent scoops. Perfect. Perfect, and it's over. Perfect, it's over. That was a very easy win against a deck that we usually lose against. Okay, this is what my opponent was playing. Pretty standard version of this deck. Okay, we get to open 2 master packs, which is very exciting. Hopefully we pull something good. We lost the first game, now we won the second one. Again, a pretty decisive victory too. That was like very easy, and that is not an easy deck to build like beat. Like, it's weird because we have a lot of decks that have like these really good matchups against specific other matchups, but then really terrible matchups otherwise. You got a Gen X, Unexciting, Wind Up, Malevolent. There's got to be like our 6th or 7th copy of that. Baphomet, Chaos Emperor. We could again one day play a Chaos deck. I've tried. Trust me, I've tried. I actually have the good Chaos Emperor. Funny enough, I have the good Chaos Emperor Dragon, the one that's a pendulum. I think I have 2 copies of that card, and that is a super rare. But like I said, obviously this is not the old effect. This is the new effect, so it's not nearly as broken as it once was. Chronomaly and Infernoid. So I mean, it is maybe usable, right? It's a big monster. It just requires setup. That's the only issue with it. We have big monsters that don't require setup, and that's what we're basically playing right now. We get an upgrade to a potential super rare. Sometimes it does that and then doesn't upgrade. Which is like, what's the point of doing that then? We don't know. But this time it did upgrade. Speed, Roid, Horse Stilts, the Vernisloof Little Rabbit, Nordic card, Sloth, Vacuum, Ugolum. What does this do? Sent to graveyard, add a... This is sent to the graveyard, from the field to the graveyard, add a Fiend. 800 attack. If you use like All Mirage or something, you can add Grapha or one of the other cards that are Golem. Let's see, once per turn, a monster's fusion summoned to your field. You can add Performer, Pal, Odd Eyes, Magician. Damn, you can add a lot of different cards from your graveyard or face up in your extra deck to your hand. A lot of cards can be added. Once per turn, to remain for this card was pendulum summon this turn. You can summon 1 monster from your extra deck using this card you control, and dragon monsters you control as material. Okay, I don't know what this can make. I don't know, because this guy's a fiend. I don't even know what he's supposed to make. What is this guy supposed to make? Can he make this? Odd Eyes plus, yep. Odd Eyes plus a pendulum. I guess he can make that. Odd Eyes plus a Performer Pal. I guess you can make this dude. Perform a Pal monster plus level 5 or higher dark. Yep, you can make that. Starving Venom. Nope. But you can make those other ones. That's the last card. Let's see what this super rare is. First of the Dragons is a really good card, actually. If you can summon, it's a really good card. Occasionally a game ender. This can be like our boss monster for like a... It could be a potential boss monster for like a normal monster deck. We did used to have a normal monster deck way back in the day. This also works as a super poly target against certain decks, but only ones that use normal monsters. We did used to use a normal monster mash deck way back in the day. I haven't touched it in so long. I may have even deleted it because I needed the extra spaces, so it might be completely gone. But in a normal monster deck, this is pretty good. Basically, it has to be fusion summoned. Can't cheat it out. You can only control 1, it makes sense because of the next effect. You can only control one. This card can be destroyed by battle, except by battle with a normal monster. It's also unaffected by monster effects. So unaffected by all monster effects and can be destroyed by battle. So your opponent has to have a way to out this without... basically, they have to have a way to out this without using monster effects, which a few years ago was really difficult sometimes because a lot of decks were like shifting all of the like accessory cards, like spell trap cards that remove monsters out of the game. Like they were shifting them out of the game. So a few years ago, when people were running like Sekka's Light, if you made this guy, you just won. Like if you just summon this, burn your opponent, and just waited for 25 turns, you would just win. Like there's nothing they could do. They have no way to out it. But now there's a lot more outs to this. This could be good against certain decks like Kashtira. Like if you play against a Kashtira player, you put this in defense, they may very well not have an out. Just put it in defense, pass. They like I'm thinking main deck. What do they have main deck wise to out this thing? Fenrir can't out it. Unicorn can't attack over it. Arise Heart can't banish it. There's no out. Like, they legitimately have no out. They have to draw, like, a Raigeki or something. Otherwise, they can't out it. But against a lot of decks, like, it really is Tier Limit, for example. That's a deck that, like, they don't play a lot of main deck back or, like, monster removal. So, you put this in defense against Tier Limit, like, what are they doing? They can't Rhino Heart, shuffle it away. They can't... They have to prevent it from coming out in the first place, but they can't actually like out it once it's on the field. So it's a very interesting card for sure. Okay, this is the deck that we have. It's called Normal Monster Combo. It definitely needs to be adjusted 100%, like 1,000,000%, because we haven't played this deck probably 6 or 7 months at least. Like you can tell by the cards that we're running in it, we have not touched this deck in forever. But definitely, I think this would be a really cool boss monster in this. We've also gotten some other cards that are new. Like, I actually, this is another deck that, like, we've pulled so many things recently that have been so good and so interesting that have upgraded so many different decks. We can easily play this. I think we pulled an additional at Hara. We pulled, which can make Nat Beast very easily, because any normal plus, like, any normal that is an Earth plus at Hara, Nat Beast automatically. I mean, there's just a lot of things that we've pulled. I just have to check all of my normal level 4s that are... And then I could just make a Nat Beast / First of the Dragons turbo style deck. And then also we have like Miracle Rupture, which we can like activate, send this to Graveyard, and we have a free level 4. I forgot we had this little combo here of 6 Miracle Ruptures and Revival Golem. You activate this, you send this to Graveyard. When this is sent, you get the special summon. It's technically a free level 4 without committing a normal summon. It's not as good as like a Buzzsaw Shark, but it's pretty good up there. We could definitely play like a Tenyi / normal monster deck. Like Tenyi normal monster deck that turbos out Nat Beast and maybe some other like Tenyi card. We could definitely 100% get away with that. Because we've pulled more Tenyis, we've pulled more things in general. We've pulled like Vishuda. Like we've pulled better cards for like a long we've definitely pulled a lot better cards, and this is just crazy because this, again, any 2 normal monsters become this, and this is just difficult to out. So we're gonna have to, we might even create like a First of the Dragons turbo. We just summon this, any 2 normal monsters, and then we can sit on spell trap cards. That's a potential one. Then we have this combo version of the deck, which would be making Naturia Beast. There's definitely a lot to consider here. I think it could be really cool. Alright, we won the coin flip. I chose to go second. The hand's not bad. It really depends on what they're playing. Lancey, again, is very matchup dependent. And in this matchup, I don't think it does anything. Depending on what he's playing. Again, if he's playing this actually, then it doesn't do anything. But we'll have to see. Yeah, Millennium Ankh. Can you Ash Millennium Ankh? I don't think you can, right? Show 5. Special Summon 1. Shuffle. Nope, you can't. And what does this do? Add 1 Wedju Temple. I don't want Wedju Temple in place. I'm just going to Ash this. I don't think there's anything better to Ash because the other card sets. The other one summons. Like, it summons from the extra deck. So there's actually nothing better to Ash than this anyway. The only better card to Ash in this deck is the Blue Eyes, because it adds Millennium Ankh, but he already has Millennium Ankh, so there's no point. Also, Millennium Shield is pretty good to Ash too, because adds a Millennium Ankh, but again, he already has Millennium Ankh. So there's legitimately no better card for me to even, like, this would have been, this or the Blue Eyes would have been better cards to Ash, but if he already has it, it's pointless for me. I'm going to see if I can deal with this. This is going to be tough to deal with, obviously. What in the world are we doing right now? No, I guess, yeah, there's no point to keep the Mole Charmy on field. I guess you can make like an SP Little Knight or something. A Silhouette White Rabbit. Is this the same guy from earlier? Maybe? I don't think it is, but it'd be crazy if he was. Nope, this sets automatically. Again, no point to Ash it. Maybe it's not the same guy, but he has the same build. See, like in this matchup, Lancey is just a dead card. Like, it does nothing. This is another, like, Kaiju would be great right now. It'd be great, but you have to draw it. Kaiju's really good against this Exodia dude. This Exodia dude is absurd. Can't be destroyed by an opponent's card effect. That's insane. If this card battles, it gains life points, negates the spell trap. Like, this card's absolutely absurd. Absolutely absurd. And it sets a card at the end phase. So, crazy card. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Let's see what we can do. Torrential, Needle Sealing, Dark Hole, Anti-Spell. I wasn't going to do anything anyway, that's fine. Angel Statue, I guess he just shotguns them. By the way, we have both of these cards, funny enough, but we don't play Anti-Spell because it's only good going first, going second. Dead, Angel Statue we also have. We usually, do we shotgun Angel Statue? Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. We didn't draw any spells, so luckily, that's a good thing. I don't think I'm going to be using this, honestly, so this can't be destroyed by card effects, so that kind of sucks for me, but it's fine. Yeah, we'll do this. Activate Tiamaton. We're going to target this one. This is the one he's set, right? Let me rewind the clock a little bit and see where he set it. Yep, it's right here. So we're going to put this here, destroy this column, right? And then we can get rid of this annoying card. Yeah, we want to do that. So we'll set this here, activate, destroy this. And he can activate it, which would be smart. Yep, he can activate it. I can summon Dark Hole Dragon here. Realistically, I'm in a little bit of a pinch here. So this Exodia card. We'll activate definitely Dark Hole Dragon. I'm in a little bit of a pinch because of this Exodia. Because how the hell do I out this thing? I really don't know. I really do not know. I guess we'll summon this here. Well, we can run over. Yeah, we'll activate this to see if we bait anything. He does not. Battle. We'll attack over this. He has an effect to destroy us, but we have eternal protection from card effects, so it doesn't matter. Okay, now main phase 2. There's a few different plays I can make. I can set tribute the Dark Hole. I can do that. If I set tribute Dark Hole, when he activates something to destroy my cards, because that way I can have a monster in defense, and I think that's the play. Because realistically, yes, this isn't doing anything anyway, and it's just a big monster that's like gonna get attacked. So I'll just set and pass here. He can activate to set something in the end phase. I can activate this. Nope, nothing. He can also set something from the deck, which we'll see what he sets. The fires. Yep, that makes sense. He's going to set that again, and that's why I did what I did with the Lancey. Lancey is dead against his deck anyway. The only thing it stops, technically, is the banish effect of this. This adds one forbidden one card. It doesn't matter. So to destroy all cards we control, nothing we can do about this, but we'll be able to summon Dark Hole Dragon in defense, which is really good, because then we can block our life points from a big attack. Yep, he's going to activate this. He also can't even activate Millennium Ankh this turn, even if he wanted to. Or Wedju Temple. But never mind. He set this last turn right here. And this was probably another Millennium Ankh, if I had to guess. So, if I do out his monster, it'll come out. He'll come out with another one. Yep, we'll activate this. Again, we're trying to bait the Ash here. Nope, nothing to bait. Yep, he's going to lose 1,000. Cool. I mean, I guess if we stall him a little bit, that's a good thing. We can stall him to get his life points down. Yep, there's another. There's that card. There's Millennium Ankh. Yeah, this is bad. And what does this do? Yeah, I think we're kind of screwed here. There's a soft ones per turn. Yep. And I think that's 7,000 damage. Which at least it's 7 and not more. This card is like really tough to out sometimes. Like it really honestly is. Like we have a kaiju and now he has 2 of them. I can't do anything. Like this card is kind of insane. Yep, Dark Hole Dragon. Doesn't matter. Don't have a Dark Hole yet. Let's see, what do we have here? That's not bad. What can I do with that? Can't one of these not be destroyed by battle or something like that? Can't be destroyed by battle. Your opponent takes any battle damage. Okay. I mean, that's not bad. Is that game though? Is that game? Can I be destroyed by... Oh, but he has a bounce set face down. It's always something. You know, you try your best and they always have something. That's actually a really good draw, too. You can target 1 monster on the field, send 1 Exodia monster, hand, dagger, and if you do, return that target to the hand. If he didn't have this set, I actually think I could have won this. They always have something. It's always something. We almost had this. Legitimately, we almost had this. Because I would have just summoned this, attacked my opponent with my monster, and I would have won. Okay, I guess we go with the play. Why not? We don't have anything else to do. That actually really sucks, because I'm thinking that we don't have anything else to do. We actually have the play. Like legitimately, we would have won. If he hadn't set this card, that they honestly, most of them don't even play this anymore. Most of these like Exodia Millennium deck people, they don't even play Obliterate anymore. Like I've played, most of the time they play like D-Fissure and like all that stuff. They don't even play that other stuff anymore. We'll go, we have a Dark Hole Dragon in loop already, so we'll just go Galactic Spiral Dragon. There he goes. He's going to bounce one of my cards. If he hadn't set this, I actually would have won the duel. Which is insane, actually. Which is actually insane. I would have won this duel if he hadn't set this card. That sucks for me. Damn. They really don't. I swear. Like, most of the time, they've cut this card. They actually have. Because they just play, like, hand traps and the cards that banish. Like D-Fissure and D-Shifter and Macro. Like, that's usually what they play. They don't even play that. It's actually kind of frustrating. Because now I think we just lose, right? Yeah, man, we would have won. Yep, and then he's going to summon this dude out, Snake Eyes Doom Dragon, the new boss monster of Crystal Beasts and Exodia. It's a really good card. I don't know if we could use it if we pulled it, but it's a good card for sure. Because it's just, it must be special summoned by sending 2 face-up monsters and you spawn trap cards. So I don't think we have a way to do that. What did I just turn off? I don't even know what I just turned off. I'll turn it on next duel. Okay, this is what my opponent was playing. Legitimately, though, honestly, if he hadn't been playing this, I would have won the duel. I actually would have won the duel if he hadn't been playing. But, to be fair, because the thing is, like, all of this other stuff, like Molcharmy, Lancia, D-Shifter, Chaos Hunter, none of this stuff actually does anything against me. So, if he drew any of the other stuff and didn't have access to this, I would have actually won. Okay, so here's what we've got. Not a bad hand at all. We've got the Dragon, we have Phantasme, Ghost Ogre, Lightning Storm, Shathana. Pretty good. Pretty good opening hand here, if I say so. Sky Strikers. Well, at least the Phantasme will be usable. That's good. Now, what did I turn off? Auto close on. What is auto close? What is... Oh, that's auto close, I guess. I guess auto close, when you click on this, it closes. Alright, smart feature. Yep, Sky Strikers for sure. Sky Strikers for sure. Okay, that's not bad. Sky Strikers are a perfect deck to Kaiju, if you can. Yep, he's going to make Kagari. I'm definitely going to summon Phantasme here. Definitely going to summon Phantasme for sure. For obvious reasons. Yep. We also could Ghost Ogre this, but it'd just be pointless because you could just add Ray and just do that stuff all over again. Because you could just add back the Mobilize Engage, Search Ray, Normal Summon Ray. It'd be a pointless thing to do. There's probably going to be a better time to use Ghost Ogre later. Yep, we'll summon Phantasme out. Draw 2. Needle Sealing is not going to be usable at all. Needle Sealing just is not usable against Sky Striker because they only ever summon 1 monster and then maybe 2, and then they link them away back into 1 monster. So that card just is probably never going to be usable against this deck. Okay, they're gonna afterburners. I actually would prefer that they afterburners because then I can lightning storm. So I don't mind afterburners right now at all. So please afterburners. Oh, never mind. Thrust. That's no good. Yeah, it's definitely no good because now they can triple tactics. Talents, and they can take a card out of our hand and potentially draw 2 cards. We'll see what they do. Yep, another mobilizing gauge. It's the same one they added back. Yeah, it's the same one they added back, but they had another one. Widow Anchor. There we go. What is good is if... never mind. I was going to say if they beat... This is not staying on the field anyway. Sky Strikers is always a tough matchup. It's always... It doesn't matter who you are. It's always a tough matchup because they just go on and on and on with these spells. And every spell's amazing. And it's just... It's never a fun matchup. Draw 2 cards. Greed. The greed. You searched twice and you drew 2 already. And the greed continues. Could have taken a card out of my hands to ensure victory, but the greed forced him to draw more cards. What else could you possibly need? Nobody knows. I'm definitely going to interrupt the Kaiju Slumber and then Lightning Storm him. No doubt in my mind. Because then he can't activate his Sky Striker spells. And he can't do it. Because if he has a monster in the main monster zone, he can't do anything. Yep. I can negate this. I'd have to discard. What for? You can take my... okay, go ahead. Take it. Just take it. Yeah, I could negate and destroy that. For what? I have no reason to. I'm going to waste a card to do that. No. He's going to make a Hita. A Hita. I have not a... Do I have a fire in my graveyard? Nope. Set a monster. No, summon a heat. Everything went down the drain. What happened here? What happened? Wow, this guy was playing so well. Gingerbread House. This guy was playing so well, and then everything went down the drain. Okay, I think we start with... I could just normal summon this. Yeah, I think we just start with Interrupted Kaiju Slumber. Right? Nope. Never mind. I think we start with Lightning Storm. To pop this one back row. Yep. Yeah, I think we pop this one back row. Because I don't know what it is, but if I bait it, then I might as well pop it. Baiting and popping is basically the same thing. If he's forced to trigger it, then I got him to use it. Yep, he gets destroyed. Oh, it's an imperm. Perfect. Beautiful. We'll go Interrupted Kaiju Slumber here. For sure. Go Interrupted Kaiju Slumber. He can Ash this, actually. Technically, he can Ash this. But then we can use Mr. Infinity here, so it doesn't matter. He's going to max C. Oof. That I can't do anything about. Haven't pulled Call By. Have not pulled Call By. Is that a Fadra? Ew. Okay. Can I OTK him? I don't think I can. Okay, to your side of the field. Chizukiru. To my opponent's side of the field. Gamma Seal. Yep. I don't think I can OTK this guy. But we'll try our best. Actually, maybe I can. Maybe I can. Can I OTK him? Doing the math real quick. I actually think I can OTK him now that I think about it. Oh yeah, this adds back the Kagari. Or the Fadra. Whatever. I actually think I can OTK this guy. Now that I look at I do the math in my head, I think I can OTK this guy. Oh man. Oh, now I can't OTK this guy. If he adds... No, he doesn't add. Okay. He can add a Tenpai to his hand, but then I can Ghost over that Tenpai if it is the right Tenpai. So we'll activate the... I have to play into this because there's nothing I can do here. I just have to play into this. I have to play into this. So we'll start by summoning the Schwartz dude. I have to play into this, unfortunately. I don't want to, but I have to. Because I lose if I don't. So we'll summon this guy out. Sure. Activate this. We'll see if we can bait an Ash Blossom or something out of him. That would be nice, but... Yep, he allows it. Perfect. It gets negated anyway. I think from here, we go Erratic Sun. And we can tribute to Pop. So we'll go 1, 2. We got to put all our cards on the table here. We have to. I think I may even have to tribute any number of monsters. I think I tribute Ghost Ogre for sure. May even have to tribute the Shathana. Because if I tribute 2, even if you yeah, I think I tribute 2. Yeah, this is a little complicated. Actually, we'll activate this. It's fine. So we'll detach for sure the Dark Hole Dragon. And then we'll tribute 2. Even if he chains, I think we're good anyway. And then we just pop these 2, summon back Dark Hole Dragon, go to battle phase. I think that's the move. Again, we have to put all our cards on the table. Because if we don't, we lose. So, yep, this. We tribute. Yeah, we tribute them both. Yeah. Select this. Select this. Decide. Oh, wait. I screwed up. Oh, never mind. I didn't screw up. Dark Hole Dragon. I guess he let it happen. I don't know what else this guy's got. But he's got something else. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's Nibiru. If it's Nibiru, we're cooked. Like I said, it's not like I had, oh, you should have done something. Like, I didn't have any other plays. I have to do what I could have passed, and then I would have gotten OTK'd. He's playing Tenpai. I would have just gotten OTK'd the next turn. So if he has Nibiru, it is what it is. There's nothing, I can't play around it. I'm kind of playing with the cards I have. I can't do anything else here. We go to battle phase. Okay, we are in battle phase. We made it this far. I don't know what he's got in his hand that is, like, stopping me from playing. Well, not playing, but, like, allowing him the opportunity to do things. I don't know what else. Maybe a Molch Army. That's probably what he's got in hand. If I had to guess, it's a Molch Army, but is Max Simon's per turn? It is. So it's a Molch Army, maybe. That is in his hand. Imperm, perhaps. Molch Army. I don't know what else it could possibly be. It can't be a Nibiru because we're already in the battle phase. That's incredible. I can't believe he won that. Then again, he has a going second deck. He went first. So we kind of punished him a little bit. Now, again, he should have, if he wasn't greedy, he would have used the triple tactics to make me take a card out of my hand. That's what he should have done. And he actually opened quite well. For a Tenpai player that had to go first, he opened a lot of Sky Striker stuff. So he really should have done better than what he did. Okay, this is what our opponent was playing. If I had to guess, there's probably some kind of Molch Army in his hand. I don't think it was a Bestial Magnum because he would have used it. And what else is really left that he could possibly... Imperm. It could have been an Imperm. So it could have been Imperm, Molch Army. Droll wouldn't have mattered. I think it was one of those. He did have a Nibiru. Thank God he didn't draw the one of. Otherwise, we would have been cooked. Alright, let's open a pair of master packs here. See what we can get. Like I said, we're kind of in a renaissance right now in terms of deck building and in terms of the show. We have a lot of new decks that are going to be usable. Like, so many of our old decks are suddenly becoming usable. And when I say old, I mean decks that are like 8 months old, 6 months old, 3 months old, or decks that suddenly are like, wow, we can potentially play that. It's really great for the show. Assault Mode 0, Chain Reactor, Queen Azaminas. It's easy to summon. Treat it as if this card's in your hand or field, sent to the graveyard or banished, special summon it. Wow, that is a free special summon. If this card is sent, this card in your hand or field is sent to graveyard or banished by an activated effect. So if you fuse with it, if you use card destruction or something like that, okay, that's cool. So it's a free summon potentially. Sheehan Squire, Heroic Challenger. We got a Hollow under here, Eclipser. Cannot be targeted by an opponent's card effect. We have pulled a lot of Cosmos, and now we have a UR for the first time in the Cosmo deck. During other players' turn, when a trap card is activated, banish a Cosmo monster from graveyard, negate the activation, destroy that. Okay, that's not terrible. This card is destroyed by battle or card effect. You can special summon a lower leveled one. Okay, so, and the Shadow Vampire. The problem with our Cosmo pile in particular, is that we're missing the little guys. We're missing Tin Can, we're missing this, we're missing, maybe we have this, I don't know, but we're missing these two, and that's kind of the key issue with our deck. We have, I think, these two, we might have this, I don't know, but we're missing a lot of the little guys and Cosmo Towns. So without those, the deck is just very very bricky, and on top of that, like, this is just kind of another break. This is a card that they honestly a lot of the time will just cut and they just play Dark Destroyer. Like, they don't even play Eclipser, they just play Destroyer and don't even worry about it, because Destroyer can't be targeted, he has good effects. Okay, let's see what this other super rare is. We've got Heroic Utopia Slash, which I already have and don't use, so will not be using it, because if I already have it, I probably won't be using it. But that's only pack number 1. We have another pack here. That's not a bad pack. Not a bad pack. You won't hear me complaining about that pack. Some decent stuff in there. Dark Eclipser could be usable one day. Azamina could be usable one day. So, wow. You know what? That was a hard win. That was a difficult win. We have 2 really good wins today. I'll take this. I'll take this. Magician of Chaos. I have probably 8 of these. Snowman Effect. Tearlament Grief. Mimighoul. This guy's free to summon, right? Yeah, this is good for our... Again, we just keep pulling stuff for like random old decks that we haven't played in a while. But this is good for the Odeon deck. We have an Odeon Jr. deck. If a monster is special summoned by your trap effect, you can special summon this card from your hand to graveyard. Banish it when it leaves the field. Basically, if you summon a trap monster, this guy comes out for free. Not bad. And then during your opponent's battle phase, you can synchro summon using this card. It's a tuner, level 2, and then also you can exceed summon, but it's only level 2. But technically speaking, you can exceed summon with a Paleozoic, perhaps. I'd have to look into this. I don't know if... Yeah, if you activated Paleozoic in the graveyard, and this is in your graveyard, you can summon the Paleozoic, and then you can use this to overlay into another... That's not bad, actually, for a Paleozoic deck. So this is great. This can get thrown in our trap deck. What do we have here? We have a UR. That's a second copy of Eldritch the Madlord. That's what I get for clicking on the UR before clicking on the SR. This is 2 copies of this. I don't have the capacity to summon 1 copy of this, let alone 2 copies of this. What's under here? We've got Dora Dora. That's our second copy. Again, I don't have the capacity to really use the first one, so I can't use the second one. Let's see what this is. We've got a Gizmek. Okay, let's see what it does. You can pay 1,500 life points to destroy all monsters that were special summoned from the extra deck. Also, you can only attack with 1 monster. Okay, that's not terrible. Level 10, 2950. Okay, if 2 or more monsters special summoned from the extra deck are on the field, you can special summon this card from your hand. That's not bad. On the field. Okay. If this card in your possession is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can banish 1 monster from your opponent's graveyard, gain life points equals to its attack. This card's not bad. This card's not bad. The thing with Gizmex, other than Orochi's amazing. The rest of them have very, very, very specific effects that counter very, very specific things. And this is just the same situation as all of those other ones. This counters extremely specific stuff. Like, extremely specific stuff. 2 monsters. This says 2 monsters have to be on the field from the extra deck. The second they put that on the second they have that stipulation on there, our opponent will never be, will play against 2 Dracos automatically. They'll never have an extra deck monster. And if this card in your possession is, okay, it's destroyed, we can gain some life points, destroy all monsters special from the extra deck. That's pretty good. This is the worst part of this card. Also, you can only attack with 1 monster. This isn't a bad card. It's not a bad card at all. And if anything, in a water deck, it's actually not. Plus, it's a water just like our other boss mod. It's actually not like that terrible. I'm not even like really mad about it. It's a decent card. We just have to find the right deck to play it in. But that is actually a decent card. Also, this guy's not bad. This guy's not bad. With these 2, we really could have lived without. But these 2 are actually pretty good. Okay, so let's update some decks. This is our going second trap deck. We can definitely put this Mimighoul Magic. This dude right here. We can put this guy for sure in this deck. I think he's pretty cool. I think I can make a going first Paleozoic deck also. He's good for making Opabina and other stuff. Like, he can make Opabina, Mannequin Cat, all this other stuff. He's actually not a bad card, so I may or may not play him. We'll see. Other decks, you have 7 copies of Shathan at this point. We have this guy. I don't know what deck to play him in. Maybe the going second trap deck, but yeah, maybe going second trap, maybe some of the other going second decks that we've got. It's possible. This isn't really usable anywhere. Yeah, I think maybe Gizmek can be usable in our Duelerama / Darkhold Turbo deck. It could be usable in this deck, but like I said, this deck doesn't really spit things onto the field in terms of extra deck. So I'd be afraid if I used it, my opponent didn't summon something from the X deck, it could end up being bad. But we'll see. Maybe in the future I will actually use this card. Okay, we won the coin flip. We are again going second. We chose to go second, so we'll see how it goes. We got Cashier Ogre, Galactic Spiral, Iron Dragon Tiamaton. Gingerbread House is a card that I wouldn't say is on its way out, but like there's been a lot of hands where we've drawn Gingerbread House and we just are like, I can't really do anything with this. We've had a lot of hands like that, honestly, because while it is basically a board wipe. Well, it is a board wipe. It has to stay on the field for a full turn. That's kind of the issue, because you have to activate it, pass, and then your opponent. Yeah, you have to activate it, survive, pass. Like, you can't OTK your opponent if you're using Gingerbread House, which is kind of its biggest issue. And this is what our opponent's running. They're playing Azamina, not Azamina. They're playing White Forest with Runic. I didn't think White Runic. I didn't think the Runic with not Sinful Spoils. What am I saying? White Forest plus Runic was really too possible on Master Duel because of all of the Runic hits, but I guess if you open this well, anything's possible in life. Okay, so my opponent's going off. It's pretty standard. It's a combo player. One thing I never noticed, this looks like a moldy piece of toast. Has anybody noticed that before? Like, they look like little pieces of toast that have been left in the fridge too long. And he's going to go into this Azamina. We'll see what we can do here. We have Lightning Storm and some other stuff, but it might be oof, it's not that serious. Okay, let's read some of this. I'll definitely start by drawing. Darkhold Dragon's pretty cool. Okay, when your opponent activates a special summon 1 tuner from your extra deck. Okay, sure. Summon 1, dispel trap card. Okay, illusion spellcaster monsters can't be destroyed by your opponent's card effect. So I think Lightning Storm, we know, is going to be going for back row for sure, because it can't go for front row because they can't be destroyed by card effect regardless. So that's already a problem. We're gonna have to deal with that. We have Dark Hole, Galactic Spiral. Okay, they're gonna add Runic Tip. They're gonna use to search. We'll see if we can outgrind it. Again, Gingerbread House is like one of those cards. It seems good, but we'll see if we can actually do anything with it. It's good because it like works constantly with Darkhold Dragon, but maybe it's better in like a slowed down game state. As we've had it, it hasn't been that good for us. Okay, so they're going to banish our Judgment, which I forgot we were even playing. Yep, we'll destroy that. We'll special summon Cashier Ogre. I should have lined up the columns better, but it's whatever. Yeah, I should have lined it up here, but this guy's on his way out anyway. Yep, he's going to do this, sure. He's going to summon the Sylvia, or Silva. And activate this immediately. Yep, he's going to flip all my monsters face down. And he's going to add that back. Oof. Things are not looking super great right now. My issues, I really have to deal with this middle one here, because it can't be destroyed by battle or card effects, which is the problem right now. You can draw that Ash Blossom, that's fine. Yeah, I'll banish this face down. The problem is now, this is the problem. I really don't have any follow-up. Put this here. I think we just pass. There's nothing else I can really do. Even if I, like, let's say I did summon Tiamaton, like, he can't be destroyed by card effects. He just has this blanket protection. Kind of cooked. I don't think is there anything I can do? I'm trying to think, because this can't destroy it. This won't summon. This won't do anything. This doesn't do it. Honestly, I don't think there's anything I can do. Because this, he does piercing. Yeah, they all do piercing. So he'll do piercing attack again. Gingerbread House's cards can't be destroyed. I mean, we'll see. Maybe we can destroy this. Yeah, it's just illusion you control cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. So they all can't be destroyed. And I just made him buff his attack. For some reason. I don't even know. But his attack just buffed out of nowhere. See, there's nothing. I don't think there's anything I can do here. This doesn't do anything. This doesn't do anything. Yeah, he's just going to keep playing, even though he has game on board. He'll just keep playing, but I actually don't have anything I can really do there. Alright, so my opponent's going to start with a time-tearing Morganite. That is always scary, depending on... You know, it means you have to finish them off fairly quickly, otherwise things can go very badly. Okay, they're setting, which is potentially scary. We'll see. But yeah, if they set multiple, we can Lightning Storm. As long as they don't have Judgment or something, but they can recover. Oof, this thing. Okay, so we need to Lightning Storm as quick as possible. Yeah, Dark Hole Dragon, Lightning Storm for sure. Yeah, we definitely want a Lightning Storm as quick as possible. Yep, we have to pay the 500. Yep, obviously all spell trap cards. He had no responses. Damn. Why set that? Why set that? Why set double Raigeki? Why? Why would you set double Raigeki? I would have scooped 2 after that idiotic performance, but why would you set 2 Raigeki? Okay, this is what our opponent was playing. Again, like... the Lightning Storm would have beat this deck no matter what he drew, which is actually kind of insane. Like, this hand was like literally he has no counter to a Lightning Storm whatsoever. He has no counter to a Harpy's Feather Dust or a Lightning Storm in the whole deck. His opening hand was Raigeki, Time Tearing Morganite, double Raigeki. I don't even know what was in there other than that. It could have been this. It could have been Magic Cylinder. Like, I don't even know what else he had. He had some other like it's insane. Like, he got wrecked. He also had. Oh yeah, a Chain Energy. Like, he could have... Like, his deck's not even that bad. It's just missing some protection. Okay, let's open up some more Master Packs here. Hopefully get something good. 2 more Master Packs. World's easiest win. But that was after we lost to White Forest, which is obnoxious. Like, obnoxious. Very obnoxious is his deck. We'll see what we can get here. Seems like nothing. Utopia was shaking his ass for nothing, because nothing's even in here. Head Judging. When a monster effect is activated, you can make the toss a coin, call it if they call it right. Send this card to the graveyard. If they call it wrong, negate the activation, change that monster. Okay. That's actually not bad in our normal monster deck. This has the potential to be a negate plus a steal in our normal monster deck. Because if we have all normal monsters, and we don't activate effects, we just activate this, negate, and take. It can actually not be a bad card in a normal monster control deck. That, depending on if you win the coin flip, not bad. This requires 3 normal monsters. No 3 like monsters. Can't use that. Too much. Goki Guts. This Cavalier dude and Etruria Forest. Okay, well, you know what? That Head Judging card's not actually that terrible. It honestly isn't. Like, there's worse cards. We've run across much worse cards than Head Judging. I think this could be true, this could be false, but I think we played against a Masochist that used that. What is with today's polls? Man, a lot of Holos. Assault, Blackwing, Neo Space Pathfinder, Arbor Ninjutsu, Virtual World Kieran, Dino Rustler. Dude, that's not the one we want. Okay, let's see what this is. We've got Recital Starling. That's pretty good. Add a Wing Beast. Okay. To your opponent. Okay. Okay, this isn't bad. So you are. Funny enough, we actually have this one already. As a matter of fact, I think we have 2 of this already. So we'll have to take a look at this pile for sure. Let's see what this is. It's a guaranteed UR. Oh boy. We have it already. Draco Slayer, Pendulum Monster, and a Pendulum Monster. Can I be destroyed by your opponent's card effect? Okay, once per turn, you can special summon 1 Draco Slayer Pendulum Monster from your hand to graveyard. Can I be used as fusion material? I can't really do anything with this, and we already have 1, and we haven't used that one. But this we could potentially use. Alright, let's check out what's going on with these cards right here. Let's see what's going on. We have almost all of them. We have 3 of this, 1 of this in Royal. We have 1 of this. 2 of this, actually. I'm tripping. We have none of this. This is a problem. Not having any of these is a problem. Let's see. Let's click related cards. Okay, yeah. Okay. Yeah, having none of the Sapphire is kind of an issue. Yeah, it's kind of an issue. The rest of these is good. We have Cold Ball, Turquoise, Berry Canary, great name. Celestine, Wagtail. Like, we have all of them, but not having that one's kind of a big... We actually pretty much have the whole deck. Okay, we're missing Bird Call. No one makes the fusion. We have this. We have the boss monster. We even have this one. We're missing this one, but it's not the end of the world. But the real problem is that we're missing the Sapphire, and we're missing the Bird Call. Everything else is fine. Do we have that little Finch? That's another card we might need. Let me check the level 1 Wing Beasts. Yeah, we have the Finch. We did not actually pull it that far ago. This guy's really good too. Detach 2 materials for the rest of this turn. Cannot be destroyed by battle. You take no battle damage. It's basically indestructible. Not bad, actually. So that's not bad. What other level 1? I guess these are all our level 1s. Level 1 birds that we have. Potentially Didi Crow. That's not bad either. Didi Crow's not bad. Nerval. We have this. It's not the worst. Again, why don't we have this? It's a common. It's been like... We've been doing this challenge for over a year. Like, come on. One common? It makes no sense. Let's see what we have in terms of these guys. We have a decent batch of these. We have this. Not the one you're thinking. This is the one we want. The Shurug. We have the other dude, the level 5 that no one uses. And then we're missing a couple of things. We have Tri-Brigade Revolt, but again, without Shurug. What are you really making it for? So, yeah, we have some possibly an interesting deck brewing there. We lost the coin flip. Actually, no, we won the coin flip again. We chose to go second. This one, I don't even remember. I looked away for a second. Big mistake. They are playing... Oof is right. Oof is right. Damn. This deck is rough. This deck is really hard for us to beat. If we don't draw Kaiju, it's really hard because they can negate Special Hurricane. Plus, this card can be destroyed by a card effect. Shathana can out his monster, but he can't be destroyed by card effect. I don't even know what I make. Baguska? Like this is really a tough, very tough deck to out. It's a very tough deck to out. Alright, so this is what my opponent ends on. Obviously, insane board here. He's just setting that, which means he already has the fires of Exod. This is insane. Like, again, like I don't know what... That is an out to this, at the very least. That is an out. Actually, that's an out. That is an out. Okay. Let me see here. I think we start with Special Hurricane. He's going to activate something in response. He's going to activate to negate. If he doesn't, we hit him with Forbidden Droplets. So we need 2 discards, which is unfortunate. Oof, this is rough. I don't... Yeah, we start with Special Hurricane for sure. I think Trap Trick, Trap Hole, Nightmare. I don't think it's going to be usable for us. I just don't think it is. We'll see if he tries to negate this. If he does not... We want him to try and negate this. He doesn't. Okay. Definitely hit the Forbidden Droplets for sure. Unfortunately, I don't want to do this, but I'm going to have to get rid of a Shathana here. I have to, because otherwise he'll just respond and negate. So I have to get rid of a Shathana. Confirm that. Technically, I might as well get rid of this too. Yeah. Yeah, we might as well, and then click confirm, because we got to get rid of at least a monster. Might as well. Yep, that'll resolve. Perfect. Forbidden Droplets. Definitely negating this for sure, and doesn't matter who, but we'll negate this. Special Hurricane will destroy none of them, probably because of this, and they all go in the back row. Yep. And then this guy... now that they really play. Honestly, I don't think I can win this. Now that I'm looking at it, because I have a Shathana and a Torrential Tribute, what am I going to... What in the world am I going to do? What happens here? These can't be destroyed by card effect or something? Can I be destroyed by small trap cards? Can I be destroyed by monster effects? Either players destroyed by battle. Shathana's not running over anything right now, so I think we just set this and pass. Some of these duels really are kind of hopeless sometimes, and this is an example of one of them. It's just sometimes it really is hopeless. This deck is very tough to play against, like going second. It's very tough to go second against. He can bounce a monster, right? Not a card. He's going to bounce his own monster, sure. Like some of these duels can really feel hopeless sometimes against this deck. Nope, it's cool. If he shows me a Millennium Ankh, we just get out of here. Actually, why am I... Can he get to a Millennium Ankh? Which one of these searches something? Special Summon Millennium Monster. Add one Wedgie Temple. Add one Millennium. Actually, that can add... Oh, he has it already. Yeah, that's game. Nothing I can do. It can't be destroyed by card effect. Like that thing is really, really broken. There's literally nothing I can do about it. It really isn't. Like, it's just... It actually is broken. Can't be destroyed by card effects. Negates a spawn trap. Sets a... monster, Harpy's Feather Duster / Raigeki to the field, and gains 8,000 attack points. Like, what am I supposed to do? I'm just a man. Like, this is such a crazy effect. All right, we won the coin flip. Chose to go second. We've been splitting a lot. Like, we've been splitting. We win one, we lose one. We win one, we lose one. That's been happening a lot. It's kind of left us trapped for a little while here. Uh-oh. Whenever you see this card, it's never anything good. 1 day of peace. Oof. Well, we can't OTK them. That we know. We cannot OTK our opponent here. Double Tiamaton. Yeah, we can't OTK them. Like, I don't know what they're playing. I don't think we have any going first cards that matter, do we? I think our best bet is to make Jaglubion into Hard Earth. I think that's our best. Yeah, I think that's our best that we can do here. Yep, we start with this Infinity dude. Again, we cannot OTK. He used 1 day of peace. Hopefully he does not have a max C. It was a hope. It was a hope. I was hoping they didn't have a max C, but they did. And we'll summon Dark Hole Dragon. You can hope for a lot of things in this world. We'll activate this to fake search. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, so now I think from here... We just set this stuff just to have columns for Tiamaton, honestly. So we basically, if they summon anything here, these columns are up for destruction. I think we just... We'll set here too, why not? And then we'll just pass. We'll set those and pass. I think that is a reasonable thing. And we have 2 columns to pop with Tiamaton. And also we have the Needle Sealing for additional destruction. He's going to Lava Golem us. There goes the Needle Sealing possibility. There goes Tiamaton too. But it's fine. We can make Tiamat Snatch Steal on the Lava Golem he gave us. Okay. That's fine. Now he's going to get inflicted 1,000 life points. Battle phase. Oof. Okay, we have a lot of plays here. We actually do have a lot of plays, though. We actually do have a lot of plays. We can use the Angel Statue. That'll out the Lava Golem. Right as it stands right now, we're gaining 1,000 life points, and he's losing 1,000 life points. So I kind of want to keep things as is, but nah. We'll activate this. Summon it right here. And then we can summon at least 1 Tiamaton too. Yeah, we'll do that. Summon at least 1 Tiamaton. Pop this column. Doesn't matter which, but we'll just pop this column. See, nothing will actually be popped. He can change his attack, but that doesn't matter to me anyway. That'd be fine with me, actually, if he changed his attack, because again, then I gain life points and I lose life points. There's no point to activate either of those two. Yep, he goes to battle phase. We activate this effect 100%. Destroy the Lava Golem, destroy the Snatch Steal. Perfect. Nice 2-for-1 trade. Main phase 2. You can't Lava Golem us again. That's good. End phase probably coming soon. Yep, we definitely activate. Oh no, he doesn't have a monster. Oof, I should have activated. It's fine. Yeah, there's nothing else to do here in that turn. Shathana. Shathana. Okay, so our columns are a little all over the place, but it's not the end of the world. I suppose we'll activate the Bestial Magnum at the start, banishing this dude. Nope. Summon this right here. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and search. Thanks for asking. Flip this to attack. We could do a decent amount here. We can go, not that. We can go into a rank 4 potentially. I guess what would maybe Time Thief? Time Thief seems like a safe pick right now with the weird shit that's going on. I think Time Thief would be a safe pick. Yeah, my opponent's got a little bit of a weirdo deck here. He's got a Lava Golem, One Day of Peace, Snatch Steal. He's got a little bit of a weird deck, so I think that wouldn't be the worst idea in the world. Or yeah, it wouldn't be the worst idea in the world. I'll go Time Thief. Summon it way up here. Super Polymerization. Well, that sucks for me. Damn, staples, man. Super Poly, Triple Tactics, staples from every era. That really actually sucks for me. Starving Venom. I have no out. Not at the moment. Yeah, that's bad. Battle phase, that's end phase, yeah. Nothing I can do. I have no out. I do not have an out. But I do have the Magnum to add back at the end phase. Probably Baldrake because I can summon it. Do Baldrake. We already have... Yeah, we have that in play. Baldrake. Galactic Spiral I can't really set up right now, so Baldrake is the guy. He's the guy for us right now. Okay, he's going to activate this to send. That's fine. We really need to see our monster here. Autonomous Action Unit. That is hilarious. Okay. Well, depending on where he plays this is good. Yep, depending on where he summons a monster, this is good. If he can summon something in the right columns here. I hope he doesn't... he can summon Dark Hole Dragon, which would be bad because I don't have an out to him. Ugh. That sucks, actually. I actually don't think I have an out to my own Dark Hole Dragon. I can Bestial Baldrake my own Dark Hole Dragon here. But then I lose Dark Hole Dragon. How do I out Dark Hole Dragon if it can't be destroyed by card effects? This is so whack. Oh my god. And I guess I can Iron Dragon Tiamaton that column, if assuming he places things in the appropriate areas. We'll see what happens. I guess we let it slide, because otherwise, okay, we can banish Dark Hole Dragon. I don't want to banish Dark Hole Dragon, because I have to banish Dark Hole Dragon and summon Bestial, and I have to lose Bestial Baldrake. So I'll see what I can do here. Yeah, because my goal is to summon a Bestial Tiamaton right here. Because if... that's fine. I'll take the damage and I'll see what I draw, and then I'll make plays based on that. I'll take the damage, sure. Yeah, that's fine. Uh-huh. Yep, we take the damage here. We have 22, so we can't take any more damage. But depending on what we draw right now, it changes everything. So, at least that's good. Okay, main phase, end phase. Nope, don't have any plays right now. Oh, that does absolutely nothing. It does absolutely nothing to change absolutely anything. I think we can make some plays, though. Start by activating Bestial Baldrike. We'll banish Time Thief Redoer. Yep. Yeah. Time Thief Redoer. Oh wait, I could summon this here, summon that there, pop. Yeah, because I could summon this here, put this here, destroy this column. Yeah, let's try it. We'll summon this here. Set this here. Activate Tiamaton. Put it right here. That'll destroy the autonomous action unit, which will destroy the Dark Hole Dragon. No, never mind. I thought it would have. I guess he just doesn't get destroyed no matter what. Damn, this guy's no joke. Should have never let him get this Dark Hole Dragon. Guess we just pass on this because there's nothing else for me to do. Doesn't it say destroy the equipped monster? But no, technically. Yeah. The crazy thing is I knew that couldn't be destroyed by battle. There's nothing I can do, though. And this Dark Hole Dragon's hard to out. Now I know how our opponents feel. I guess I should have banished it with my Bestial. Maybe I should have banished it. Maybe I should have. Damn, this guy's really tough to out. Another autonomous action unit. You gotta be kidding me. Yeah, like what am I supposed to do? Unfortunately, I think we just lose here. There's nothing that I could possibly do. Yeah, I think we lose no matter what. I should have banished that Dark Hole Dragon with my Bestial Baldrike. I should have done that. But I was afraid. I was afraid, and I took too much damage. This was really some poor choices on my behalf. These are really some poor choices. Because now there's not anything left for me to do. There's nothing left for me to do. I just lose. Because yeah, there's no way. I gave him this Dark Hole Dragon. It's too damn powerful. It is too powerful. I can't be destroyed by card effects. Can't be destroyed by anything. This card's crazy. Yeah, we can negate and destroy this. Technically, actually, we do this. That's what we do. Because then he has 2 attacks and he has to... Yeah, we negate and destroy. He has these 2 attacks and then we get another turn. Next turn. To potentially win this or make a play. So next turn we lose these guys. This turn we lose these guys and then we make other plays. This preparations has just been doing absolutely nothing. Legitimately nothing. How do I out this? How do I out this? I don't even know. What would I even need to draw? Interrupted Kaiju Slumber, because then I can summon Jizukiru. That would potentially Super Poly again. Super Poly again, man. Interrupted Kaiju Slumber, maybe. Alpha can out Dark Hole Dragon for sure. Actually, Alpha would be great. Another Super Poly. Yeah, Garura, that's game. Yeah, that's just game. This does 3,000 on its own. That sucks. That sucks for sure. I mean, now that I've seen he has another Super Poly, so perhaps it didn't actually matter what I did there, because he has Super Poly anyway. I don't know what's going on with this deck. Very, like, going second only deck. Very interesting deck, though, I will say that. Alright, this is what my opponent was playing. They were playing a very going second deck. A lot of good going second cards. Fenrir, Incarnate. We actually have Incarnate. We don't use it. Greydolls. More. It's crazy that he actually didn't open these Kashtira cards. They usually open them. And then he's got a bunch of generic, like, going second stuff. DNA surgery. It sucks when you lose to nonsense, but it is what it is. Alright, let's open up some of these legacy tickets and see what we get here. Looks like nothing so far, but we'll skip and we'll just... Okay, here's what we've got. We've got Tawati Dragon. 2+ monsters. It's a Link 3. We don't have any good Link 3s right now. This might be the first. Gains effects based on the materials. Fusion. Your opponent can activate monster effects during the battle phase. Maybe if you're playing against Tenpai Synchro, your opponent can activate spell trap cards during the main phase. During your main phase. That's not even terrible, honestly. Your opponent can activate cards during your main phase or battle phase. That is actually really good. This is not actually a bad card. 2+ monsters special summon from the extra deck. Does that mean all of the monsters have to be special summoned from the extra deck? I'm not sure, but that's actually not terrible if it isn't what I think it is. This card's not good, but you need more baboons, and then this card becomes good. But at 1, it just does nothing because you can't special summon the others. Ghost, Dark Door, Penalty Game. Dark Door is another copy. La, 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 la.